and I'm stuck in traffic. So I said, I'm back. I'm stuck in traffic. I don't know what the problem is. So I said, let me jump on YouTube and see what everybody is doing. I'm sorry, y'all, for the dirty window. But I told y'all about the rain. And it rained. Did it rain today? No, it didn't rain today. It didn't rain today? No, it didn't rain today, y'all. So this is the remnants from yesterday. But today is Sunday, and it is extremely busy out here. Y'all see the traffic? Just sitting here. I don't know why it's like this. I can't even tell y'all. Like, if there's something going on, I don't know. But I know it's the traffic is just really. Oh, he got on skates, y'all. Y'all see that? There's another. Oh, they can skate. There's another boy here.
They're used skating.
Wow, they are roller skating through the traffic, y'all. Roller skating. Did y'all see that? Dad, that was funny. They are roller skating through the daggone traffic. Yeah. This is the traffic in the Gambia. Now this reminds me of Lagos. Because Lagos would get like this. Like it will be like this but it would be like this in Lagos all the time. So that was just interesting. When I was up there, I'm like, oh, every time I get up here, it reminds me of being on 3rd Mainland Bridge in Lagos, Nigeria. And you know, that's the largest bridge in West Africa. Get who? Oh, he's skating. Y'all see him? I'm going to stay this way for a minute in case we see somebody else skating. So, yeah, this is where we at. Let me go this way. Okay, now he looking at me. Let me go this way. Yeah, I'm not looking at you. Okay, so let me go back over here, y'all. Because I'm not trying to get people on the camera and them yelling at me thinking I'm videotaping them. No, I'm videotaping the scenery. All right, the scenery. So this is over by, what is this by, y'all? What is that place? Senegal? No. Yeah, Senegambia? Yes. This is who? Oh, a casino. Okay, so this is, let me show y'all these apartments. This is called Oasis Apartments and Trust Bank. So I guess these are some apartments that you can rent. All these people is coming from that mall, y'all. That little bitty small mall. And I guarantee you wasn't nobody in there buying nothing. Everybody was in there taking pictures. I guarantee you. Because they don't go to the mall to shop. No. That's a photo op. Okay? They go do TikTok, Snapchat, take pictures. Nobody's buying nothing at that mall. So I guess, you know, everybody's going home from a Sunday. Sunday is like family day. And people just do different things. So people are doing different things. Y'all see I figured out landscape. Y'all see I figured that out, right? Alright. How come y'all not saying nothing? Why is everybody on here quiet and not saying anything? This makes me think my regulars are not on here. That the repat community ain't on here. Because the repat community will be talking. They don't just be looking. They're talking. So that's the tourism security people over there. This is some place. Y'all see that place called Amsterdam? But I think that's a nightclub. I don't think that's a restaurant. Yeah. This is a lot, y'all. So I got some henna done today. Can y'all see it? No, y'all can't see it. Y'all gotta wait. When we get in the light, I'll show y'all what I did today. I went to Serekunda and I had to get some special things there today. I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow. Because remember, tomorrow I have something special I want to show you guys. I'm going to take you guys to someplace special tomorrow. So I had to go get prepared for that today. Ah, chat nice night. Ooh, what'd you say? Why did that disappear like that, y'all? Hey, KeKe, are all the vehicles out there Japanese? Uh, you know what? Most of them yeah. Well, I see Mercedes-Benz. Who makes them? Germans make Mercedes-Benz. I see a lot of those. I see a lot of BMW. Who make BMW? The Germans make BMW. I see Nissan. Who make Nissan? Japanese?
Ford.
I see one Ford. But you mainly see the German. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, you mainly see different like European car makers. I see BMW, I see Mitsubishi, and these foreign cars, just Germany. Yeah, that's a good one. But that's it. That's what I see around me. And this is another apartment. I just noticed that apartment plaza. And this is right near Senegambia. So if you want to go, like live near, like when you come and you decide you want to live near Senegambia, there's plenty of apartments that you could just, get an apartment and just walk everywhere. But I wouldn't want to live up here. This would be too much. Guess what I figured out last night, y'all? I was laying in the bed last night thinking. Ooh, let me show y'all this. I was thinking. Hey, greetings from Spain. How you doing from Spain? But look, last night after I left the resort, I was talking to my husband about things like I always do, my thoughts and processes. Right? So I was like, you know what, babe? There's no way that you guys are making money off of that Senegambia strip. There's no way you're making money off of that. And remember, when I was down there, I was talking about this place is too broke, this place is too dusty. There's no way, people are making money off of this. But guess what I just figured out last night? They're not making money off of that. You know where the money comes from? The money comes from those hotels where I showed you that resort, that African, all those resorts. That's where the money is coming from. And that's where, if you go on that side, where all the resorts are, that's where all the nice things are. Like the whole security is different when you go over there. Like that's a whole different city. Like where the tourists are, nah, that's a whole, like a city within the city. That's what that is. So that's where the money is coming from. And they are making money off of that. Because you know what? This thing, you have to pay taxes. When you rent a hotel room, you're paying taxes. That tax money goes to revenue for that city. Alright? So all of those resorts, Tamale, Ocean, what's the other one? Coco, Ocean, Paradise, all of those resorts, Gambia has, I don't know how many resorts just in one block. So think about, he said 500. So think about 500 resorts. You got 500 resorts, right? Think how much tax revenue you're getting from those resorts. You've got to be getting a lot of money from those resorts. You have to be. So to say that Gambia is like, they're not making no money off the ex-tourism. This country ain't making no money off of that. They're not surviving off of that. They're making money off of those resorts. Those resorts that are bringing in people. And those resorts are self-contained, which means you don't need to leave. I give you food, I give you shelter, I give you entertainment, I give you things, you can go shopping. They even have like little souvenir places where you can go shopping. So these are like little self-contained cities. So do you know how much revenue is generated from a place like that? Tons. So I don't know how much they're making off of tourism, but they gotta be making a lot. Just from me looking on the outside, looking in, like this Ocean View apartment. See that Ocean View apartment over there? That's tourist. The tourists go there. See that? That's one of the tourist places that they go. QUAV, whatever you call it. All of that. Coco, this place. Do you know how much taxes is generated from a place like this? Do you have any idea? Let me tell y'all. Tourism, that's a good, best way to generate revenue. You know why? Because you don't have to provide them with any services. Tourist people come, spend their money, and leave. They come, they spend lots of money, and leave. That's an excellent way to make money, to generate revenue for your people. Now, after you generate the revenue, I don't know what's happening to it. I don't know what's happening to it. But you see, there's a lot of development. But as for, the social aspect and that infrastructure, that needs to be really worked on. That needs to be really worked on. Because there has to be money being generated. Let me show y'all the highway. Now we done got out to traffic. Ooh, the window is horrible. So, to propagate that myth that Gambia is making money off of tourism, and that's how they make their money, no sir, no way, no ma'am, that's not how they're doing it. The tourism is just basically giving them a bad reputation. That's all. Oh, Jesus, what is that? Did he throw that over there? Why did he throw that over there like that? Wow. So to say that, that this is how they're making, no. Maybe people come here. I believe people come here for that. I do. But I believe that's a small group of people. I don't believe it's all the tourists that come here. Because them older people I seen at the at the Kente Kute, what's his name? Kuta Kente, at his place today and yesterday, those are older people. And they with each other. They ain't doing no SEX tourism. They want to go look at the birds. They want to go see the nature. They want to go walk in the woods. So there's many different ways that Gambia is making money. So to say that they're making money just off sex tourism, that's a whole lie. Because how is the state making money off of that? Think about it. How is the state making money off of that? Oh, when they come and stay at the hotels, well, guess what? The people who come here to participate in that trade, they're not staying at the resorts, honey. They're not staying at those nice resorts. No, they're not staying there. They're going to stay at the cheap places, okay? They're going to stay at those cheap, low-end hotels because they want to invest all of their money into the trade. They don't want to have any place special and nice to stay. They don't need that. So they invest low budget money into where they stay because they want to have money to invest in the trade. Okay. Oh wait. Hey, who is this? I can't see y'all in this dark. Good morning, watching. Hey, good morning. What are you doing in the Gambia? What am I doing in the Gambia right now? Right now, I am on my way home. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm on my way home. As you can see, it's late. We've been out taking care of business today. Tomorrow is a very special event, a very special day, and I'm taking you guys right along with me. You guys are going to be KeKe's the special guest. All right? You got a front row seat, thanks to me. Don't say I don't love you. Don't say I don't love you. No. So that's what I figured out last night. I'm like, wait a minute. They make tons of money off these hotels. You can't tell me you're not making tons of money off these hotels. Those are jobs. The workers have to pay income tax. Do y'all pay income tax? So the workers got to pay income tax. Tax on their income. The companies got to pay taxes. All right? So taxes, that's generating tons of revenue. I'm trying to see if I see drains over here, and I don't. I see sidewalks, but I don't see any drains or sewers. And I'm confused. I'm so confused. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do see it. Is that a drain? Yeah, I see it. Okay, so there are some drains and some sewers over here. So maybe they coming up. Maybe they working on that. They're gonna have to work on that because if you don't work on that, you're gonna get. You just gonna lose everything because sewers and drains are crucial to your city. So all that money they're generating from the tourism, that needs to be invested in these sewers and these drains because that'll stop most of the problem. That will also help with illnesses, waterborne illnesses, when the sewer and drain systems, your sewer and drain system are intact and working properly. How come y'all not answering no questions tonight? Is it early there? It must be early. This must be an off time for y'all. So I went and got some henna done today, y'all. It was really pretty. I went and got henna done at Seracunda. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's called Seracunda Market. I went and got some henna done over there, and it was really, really nice. And guess who did it? A guy. I never had a guy do henna before. But henna, for those of you who don't know, henna is tattoos. All right. So, huh? What? Oh, okay. Look at this gate, y'all. I think this gate is so pretty. Ain't that a pretty gate? I think that's a really pretty gate. Isn't that nice? I don't know what this is. I think it's somebody's house. So I got the henna done. So we're on our way home. Then I have to get some more things, like I said, for tomorrow. And it's going to be early, y'all. So y'all probably will be asleep. But put your notifications on so you guys can get notified because I'm going to give you a front row seat. All right? Now, tomorrow we're going to take care of that. And I don't know what else we're going to do tomorrow. But tomorrow's going to be a really big day. All right, I got a really big event planned for tomorrow. Today we just took care of things we needed to do to get ready for tomorrow. We went out to dinner because it was late. So people say, why didn't you cook? Why did I cook? Because I had things to take care of. And frankly, I am tired of cooking. I am sick and tired of cooking. I did not come over 3,000 miles to cook every daggone day. No, I did not. That is not fun. All right. So, no, I didn't cook today. I went out to dinner. I love to go out to dinner. So, we did that. And now we're on our way to the house. And when I get home, I'm just going to relax and get ready for tomorrow. Because like I said, tomorrow is a really big day. And before I get off here, I wanted to comment on somebody named Auntie Somebody who made a comment on one of my videos she's telling me that I didn't do my research before I went to Gambia. Because if I would have done my research, I would have known that I needed to pack food. Ma'am, I've been to Africa 13 times. I don't pack a suitcase full of food. Because let me tell you something. In spite of what you think, I don't eat preservatives. I don't eat food with preservatives in them, okay? So if you're packing a suitcase full of food, that means you're packing a suitcase full of preservatives. You're packing food that is not even food, for one. You're packing cereal fillers, all right? And you're packing cereal fillers that's full of salt and that's full of sugar. So did I pack that? No, ma'am, I do not, because I have fresh food in my diet. I eat a fresh diet, okay? I have fresh fruit and vegetables. And ma'am, you cannot pack fresh fruit and vegetables, okay? So, no, I don't advise, I tell people you can take snacks, but if you have to tell somebody pack, if I have to pack a suitcase full of food and I got to tell you guys to pack a suitcase full of food, guess what? I'm going to advise you don't go. All right, because that preservatives in that food, that's gonna give you high blood pressure or diabetes. So Miss Auntie, whoever you are, you need to quit eating them preservatives, ma'am. Okay? Because they messing you up. Because you think it's normal to eat food out of a box. Okay? And it's not normal to eat food out of a box. Okay? It is normal to eat fresh food and vegetables. Okay? So I couldn't pack lemons. I couldn't pack limes. I couldn't pack oranges. I couldn't pack any of that, ma'am. I couldn't pack any of that. Okay? That's what my diet is. I eat a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables. Okay? So, Auntie, and yo, whoever that lady is, talking about, well, when you come on YouTube and you talk about what's going on in Africa and you don't do your research because you didn't pack a suitcase full of food, you make Africa look bad. No, Africa make itself look bad when you pay over $2,000 to come there and you can't eat the food, honey. You can't eat the food. So how am I making Africa look bad? Africa making herself look bad. All right. So let's start with that part. If you're inviting people to your house and they can't eat your food, you need to fix that problem. That is not my problem because I'm telling people. And you know where you better run to? Better go down there to that two. Them people down there have been trained about sanitation, okay? About washing their hands in hot water. And now I see the difference. You got to go down there when you go out to eat. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where's they saying she's visiting family? Uh, okay, hold on. Let me see. Some questions. So yeah, her and her little, and see that is the problem now. Y'all so used to the lies. Y'all so used to the lies and so used to the romanticism that when somebody come and hit you with the hard facts, you can't take that. You get all offended. Like Africa needs to be protected. Oh, you can't say that. Don't tell the truth, KeKe. Don't tell them that you got sick because you was eating, you were trying, and you can't eat local food, so please stop. When they talk about, oh, you can live like a local. No, you can't. So live like a local for what? So you can get sick. And that's what we were talking about. Because, we discuss all this stuff. And I'm like, so when they say, because, my friends and family are mind boggled about why we come to Africa and do the crazy stuff that we do. So these are conversations that I'm having with everybody. Why do we do the crazy? So I want to know, let me see, what's this? Hold on, let me get inside, y'all. Oh, hold on. Let me get inside. So yeah, she's gonna say, and she wrote me a whole long paragraph. When I get home, I'm gonna show it to y'all. It was a whole long paragraph about how you don't do research. You don't know nothing about me. I don't know how people look at one video, look at one of your videos. Hold on, y'all. They look at one of your videos and they swear they know everything about you. They swear they know everything about you because they seen one video. So because they seen one video, oh, they know everything about KeKe. Oh, she ain't never done no research. Oh, she just going to Africa. She don't know nothing about Africa. Come on. Come on. How could I be here 13 times and don't know nothing about Africa? How does that even make sense, lady? Because I don't tell people to pack a suitcase full of food, and because I tell the truth, you sound ridiculous. Let me look at the rest of these. I'm hot, y'all. Uh, what's this other one? So if you don't like my videos, or if you don't like my perspective, and if you don't like what I do, then why watch? Why watch? I don't get that. These people, y'all, will sit up on my channel. Hold on, let me turn this TV down. They will sit up on my channel and watch a 4-hour video and complain about it being 4 hours long. But they sat up there for 4 hours and watched it. And y'all, not only did they watch the dang on video, y'all, they commented on the dang on video. So they sat there, they watched the video for 4 hours, then they commented on the dang on video. So you sat there and you watched the video, and then you commented on the video telling me how wrong I am for my view. Are you serious? Are we serious? We can't be serious. We can't be serious. And because I'm telling you the truth. I don't have time to lie. I don't have to, ooh, y'all, I look rough. Because it was hot at that Saracunda market. Honey, and those flies, I had to fight the flies today. But anyway, I'm telling you what happened. Yeah, so when I come back home, we're going to break this comment down step by step by step by step. Because I just can't believe people. You want the remote control? Are you hungry? I got something, I brought something special home. You want some? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all want me to get off YouTube? Y'all ready for me to get off YouTube? Oh, hey, y'all can see me. So, hold on now. So yeah, let me show y'all my hands. Can y'all see them? Oh, look, y'all.
Ooh, decorated.
Y'all like it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's the African.
Look at that. What?
Like those black monkeys.
Are you silly? Can y'all see this? Can y'all see the ones on my feet? Oh, just put it down for me, sweetie. Look at the ones on my foot. I don't know if y'all can see that one or not. Let me look at these. I've got to get off here, y'all. It's late. Q says she'll be back in October. But yeah, so this is what I want to say to y'all people. Okay, hold on, Q. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. If y'all don't like my videos, if y'all don't like my views, do yourself a favor and don't watch. Do yourself a favor. Don't watch me. Don't comment. And you'll just be doing yourself a favor. There's no point to get yourself all worked up, to get your panties in a bunch because you don't like me. Then don't watch me. Okay? I won't be offended. I won't be hurt. I won't be anything. Okay? So do yourself a favor because I cannot move past your comments. So when you comment, I have to respond. Or either I have to remove your comment. KeKe, don't give your energy to feed. Oh yeah, I like to tell them off, honey. I like to tell them off, honey, because they're silly. Because you come to somebody else's channel and to tell them, you sit and watch a 4-hour video and you complain about the 4-hour video after you sat there and watched it for 4 hours, and then you comment on it, and then after you watch one video, you feel like you know everything about me? Please, that's not even realistic. I'm hot. Who are you talking about, sweet? No, was she talking about me? Was Cynthia talking about me? No, I'm talking about somebody named Auntie. I don't even remember her real name. Auntie somebody who went in my comment section and felt like she needed to comment to tell me how much I don't know about Africa, okay? And I'm just like, lady, you don't even know what you're talking about. You didn't even listen to the video because I didn't pack a suitcase full of food. I'm going in the room so y'all can talk, okay? Because I didn't pack a suitcase full of food when I came to Gambia. She feels like I don't know, I don't do research or whatever. But and then she got some other little lady on there talking about, yeah, it's people like her who stop people from going to Africa. Yeah, it's people like her who mess it up for Africa. Africa mess it up for itself, woman. They mess it up for themselves. They don't need my help at all. Okay? Because if you got to tell somebody to go to Africa, you got to pack a suitcase full of food. I'm going to tell you, honey, don't go. Okay? Don't go. Where you got to pack. And this how foolish she is. She's packing a suitcase. I packed a suitcase full of food when I went to Gambia. So you packed a suitcase full of preservatives. You packed a suitcase full of food that wasn't even real. You packed a suitcase full of salt and sugar, because that's all that's in boxed food: salt and sugar and cereal fillers. How does that work? How healthy are you? What do your blood test shows? Because my blood tests are great. I'm extremely healthy because I don't eat out of a box, ma'am. I eat fresh food. Okay? Fresh food. You came and wrote me a whole book, and then your friend get on here co-signing, and she just as ignorant as you are, talking about, yeah, she's just making Africa look bad. She's just making it bad for it. How am I making it bad? Because I'm telling you what to do? Oh, thank you, chosen one. Y'all see my henna? Thank you. It is beautiful. And this guy did it. It's a guy who did it, y'all. It was a boy. It was a man. I couldn't believe it. It was a man who did it. I love henna. Yeah, I love henna tattoos. So yeah, that comment just kind of like threw me off today. And I was like, wow, really? Really? You come on and you tell me that I know nothing because I didn't pack a suitcase full of food. You obviously know nothing because you're packing a suitcase full of food and you're eating box food. Okay? So you obviously, you and your little friend who's co-signing know nothing. All right? Thank you that my henna is so pretty. Joy says, hey KeKe, you know we like watching you. Oh, thank you. You are so happy. Yeah, KeKe, I'm so happy you made it there nice and safe. Oh, thank you, Miss Joy. I am too. I've been praying for you. I am glad. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I feel real good. Hey, Edra. I'll be home soon, y'all. And I'm so glad. I'm just ready to go home. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, but it's time to go. You know how it'd be like, okay, I'm having fun, but it's time to go. Right, they need to watch K Squad. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, because it's the truth. It is the whole truth. It is the whole truth. So if I'm making it up, I guess she's making it up too. So we just sit up making it up together. And hers is she's in Ghana, and I'm in Gambia. So you tell me what's going on. Why is this the same situation? Because that's the reality. And then they say, well, why do you go if you complain? So why do we go and come and tell y'all the truth? Because we're trying to help you out. We're trying to save you some suffering. Okay? That's what we're trying to do. Help you out and keep you safe. Help you out and keep you safe. Because you cannot live like a Ghanaian and you cannot live like a Gambian. If you do, you're going to get sick. You are going to get sick. And most of these women are middle-aged women and older. Okay? And that's another thing they don't understand. We're looking at Kenza, and then guess what they said? Why is this older woman calling herself Kenza Babe? But this is what they're saying to me. Because I want their input on these YouTube people. Why is this older woman calling herself Kenza Babe? That's a what small girls call themselves. And you know what they said? I think Kenza thinks she's a small girl in her head. We think Kenza thinks she's younger than what she is in her head. That's why she behaves the way she does. Because no grown woman would behave like that. Her age. Now, this is what these people are telling me. Look, and then they said, look how she says, this is your girl, Kinza. That tells you her mindset. Now, these are her Africans are summing you up. This is how they are summing you up. And you don't even know it. So, summing you up that fast to say, oh, she's immature. Oh, we can get over on her real quick because she thinks she's a little girl and she's an old grown woman. So that shows she's immature. All from the way you introduced yourself and all from the way you carry yourself. Yeah. And all this month, then you know what they said? That's why she surrounds herself with small boys. Because in her mind, she's a small girl. So she surrounds herself with all these small boys. Kinza's embarrassing. Sincerely, Michelle, embarrassing. They sitting over here laughing at us. Now, if the Gambians are laughing at us, you think the Ghanaians ain't laughing at us? Why are y'all moving out here in the wilderness? You know what they said? Would no Gambian buy that land? And I said, what do you mean? Look at it. Look where it is. And they said, how you know? They said either the land that they're selling them or reserved land that can't be sold, and they're giving them fake paperwork. And I said, well, why do you think that? Because they said, why hasn't anybody developed that land? If the land was truly good land that Kinza and K, and I'm calling that woman K Michelle again, Sincerely Michelle was on, why wouldn't it be developed? Why wouldn't other people be developing around there other than Americans? And do you know what they said? I bet you the people who are developing around there are Americans. Because no African would do that. No African would move out there. And I'm like, why? They said, look at it. There's no electricity. I said, how do you know? They said, look, do you see electricity poles? This is at Kinza's. They're summing her up just like that and laughing. And you know what they said? You guys are being played for fools. I'm sorry to tell you, but you guys are being played for fools. That land Michelle has is no good. That land Kinza has is no good. No good. Kinza has termites. She has termites on her soil. That's why her soil is so hard. It's no good. And they're looking at this and they're telling me, they're like, oh, baby, she got termites. How do you know she got termites? Because I studied agriculture and I can look at the soil and tell. Well, show me where. So he pauses the TV, points out, this is how you know, baby. There's termites in this soil. You see the white stuff? Termites leave white stuff behind. Termites make your soil no good. Well, I'm like, well, why isn't Super Shorty and all them people telling her that? Baby, they don't care. They have no interest in what she's doing for real. But our question is, why are you all letting people play you for a fool? They were laughing. They were laughing at Michelle climbing the hill, going to her land. And you know what they said? In 20 years, Kinza won't finish that house. In 20 years, Michelle won't finish that house. And I said, why? They said, because the things you need to build the house, they won't have access to because of the roads. And I'm like, what do you mean because of the road? There's no road. There's no way to get things to them. Like the stuff you need to build houses with, there's no way. The stuff you need to finish the house with, he said there's no road. There's no road. How are the trucks going to get through to bring the stuff you need? So how are they going to finish the house? I didn't even think about that. Yes, baby, that's a problem. And then they laugh at speaking Wolof. I hear them laughing, and I hear them speaking in Wolof. I said, what are y'all saying? Just why? Why? Who's playing y'all for a fool like this? And I'm like, what do you mean playing us for a fool? He said, look at the land you all. You showed me three people. He said, you showed me Black Acres of the Gambia. He called them Old Paul and Omar. He said, you showed me all Old Paul and Omar. You showed me Kenza, who thinks she's a young girl. You showed me Sincerely Michelle, who don't have a clue what she doing. You showed me three people, and all three of their land is trash. We wouldn't buy that land, and we damn sure know you can't build nothing on that land. He wasn't cussing. They weren't cussing. So what we want to know is who playing y'all for a fool like this and charging y'all all this money to do so. And then I had embarrassingly had to tell them how it goes down. That the other repats are doing this to each other. But there's an African in the background watching it happen. But the front person is always a repat. And they just shook their head. And they said, wow, so you all are scamming each other? Yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Because that land they bought, that land, and then they didn't even know they lease it. They didn't even know, because guess what? They don't lease land. They buy it. So they didn't know we were leasing it. So they're like, why would you lease it? And then after the 21 years, they thought it was for 99 years. I said, no. Only a big company like Coco Ocean and Tamala, only them can lease it for 99 years. And I don't even, the man Tamala, who owned Tamala, he's a Gambian. So he probably bought his land. Because in spite of what they tell y'all, they can buy the land. They can buy the land. Only we have to lease it. We're the fools renting. So you're taking, and they're like, they're taking all their money. And then they said, these are older women, like Kenza, the construction zone. I said, so tell me about this. You know what they said? They said they bet you that the government of Ghana does not know that Kenza is living like that. Because they said, you can't live like that. You can't live in a construction zone. That's dangerous. You have to have, like how we have to have on hard hats and yellow vests whenever we're in a construction zone, and you have to have that thing covering up because something can fall and hit your head at any time. That's why. He says she's living in a construction zone. You cannot live there. And they said, and if the government does know, that's because they feel sorry for her. And they know she doesn't have enough money. Because they said anybody with enough money would not be living like that. Would not be living like that. And they feel sorry for Kenza because she's older. And I said, Kenza is not as old as she looks. So please stop. Please stop. She's just not aging well, but she ain't no old ma. She ain't like that. So they said the government probably feels sorry. If the government knows she's living like that, they feel sorry for her. And they're just letting her live, because she doesn't have enough money to pay for a rent for a nice place. But he said that's illegal. You can't live in a construction zone. But we do. We come here, and not only do we do it, we encourage other people to do it. And we charge you they charge you a consultation fee to tell you how to do it. How to go to Ghana and live illegally on a construction zone. Yeah, on a construction zone. And do you know what he said? That's so dangerous. Kenza can get hurt really bad. And then they said, well, where's the hospital? Where's the hospital? Where's she going when she get hurt? There's no hospital near there. There's nothing near there. So we're being laughed at all the way around. All the way around, we looking like Boo-Boo the Fool. Boo-Boo the Fool all the way around. And we're laughing at it, and we're doing it to each other. You over there for round 2, huh? What's up? Hey, Charlie. What's up with you? Hey, African Goddess. No other skating rings or movie theaters? No, I don't think so. That's right. Let us know the truth. Yes, and that's what I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm not doing that. Wait a minute. So once you visit everyone, you know nothing much. You know what? So once you visit everyone, you know nothing much to do. So once I visit everyone, what? I don't have anything to do? Is that what you're trying to say? What am I supposed to do? What you want me to do? Go out? I don't go out to clubs, honey. I don't club. What am I going to do? I go out, I visit, I go shopping, I go eat, and I come home. Just like I have a life. You know? We do things, me and my husband, we do things together. We take care of our family business, and we come home. Uh, you're doing the right thing. Thank you. Joy, are your cinemas? There are cinemas in Nigeria. Yeah, there are. At the Ikeja City Mall, they got a movie theater. They got a movie theater at the Tropics Mall. KeKe is on the road. African goddess. I know that's why I said most places. KeKe, you're not lying. You are not lying, KeKe. I'm always amazed at the plots most of these women buy. See? And that's what they can't. Y'all, African goddess, you wouldn't believe how long they sat and watched Sincerely Michelle today. And Kenza. We sat in there for, I know, about 2 hours. Because they couldn't believe, and you should have seen their faces. They couldn't believe it. They could not believe, and you know what they were saying? And these are single women. I said, no, Kenza's got Super Shorty. They said Super Shorty don't care nothing about her. Super Shorty is not interested in her at all. Not at all. He's interested in what he can get, but he's not interested in her. Super Shorty is a very small, this is what they're saying. These men are saying he's a very small boy. Where his mind is on is not what Kenza's mind is on. Two different things. Going in two different directions. So we just, like I suspected, we're in Africa looking like a fool. And then we're encouraging other women to come over here and look like a fool. Because when they said, I bet you the people who are building around her are Americans or UK people, it surely isn't any Africans. Guess who's building around her? Americans and UK people. Because they said, ain't no Africans doing that. Don't you think if that land was any good, we'd already be there? Why do you think it's still sitting there? It's no good. You can't grow on it. They said some land you can only grow certain things. Like that land, Michelle bought. K. Michelle, Lord, please forgive me. I keep calling that woman K. Michelle. That land she bought from Kenza, she leased from Kenza. They said you can't grow nothing on that. Only thing they said you can grow is them pineapples. Yep, because of the water. They said it's see how the plants are leaning to one side. Before she even said, they asked me, does she live on a hill? Does she live on a mountain? I said, I don't know. I never paid attention like that. But I'll be daggone, she do. They said, you know how we know she live on a mountain or a hill? Because the plants are being pushed to one side. You know what they said after that? That means that water is coming down with great force. So the water, when it rains, is coming down that hill with great force. So much force that it's bending the plants over. And this is where she built her house. And they're looking like, who's selling y'all this land? Who's telling y'all to move here? Then I show them Big Kenza. She the one behind it. And she charging them a consultation fee to move here. They couldn't believe it. They said that land is no good. She can't grow what she's trying to grow on there. Only thing they said will grow on there is maize. Because they said maize is hard. It's like a plant that can grow through resistance. Yeah, So I'm gonna be off in 1 second. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, I got 10 minutes left, y'all. Then I gotta go. 10 minutes, then I gotta go. All right. So we better use them 10 minutes up. So they looked at it and they was like, they couldn't believe it. They could not believe it, y'all. And that's just so painful to sit there and the things I suspected, to hear them say it. To hear them say it. That y'all being played for food and people are laughing at y'all because if that land was good, we'd already be there. And I said, well, what was growing on it before was pineapples. They say, yeah, now that will grow on there because pineapples require lots of water. They said, look around. That's nothing but bush. They said that's because that's the only thing they can do with that land is grow things there. Some land you can only grow certain things, like black acres of the Gambia. No, see folks, no, the soil's no good. That soil, Rick and Cynthia's soil, is no good. Kenza's soil is no good. Where Kenza is, you know what they said? The runoff is running right down on Kenza. That land is no good. Why didn't they tell her that when they sold her that land? You see all those pineapples in front of Kenza? That means there's a lot of water there. And where is that water running to? Kenza. Remember the Willises? Wasn't that his name? The people from Ghana? The Willises, was that his name, y'all? The man with the land problem? Remember them? What was his problem? The water. They say, it looks like to me that they sell us land that is waterlogged, that is flood. We would consider it flood plain. Like it's land that floods. Okay? So it's land that floods, which you can't sell in the United States and you can't live on that land. But this is the land that is being sold to us in Africa by our own people. By our own people. So no matter how you spin your wheels, you're going to keep spinning your wheels and you're going to keep spending your money because all that soil has to be treated. All of it. For it to grow anything, you got to treat that soil. And they're not treating the soil. They don't know. None of them know. Them three people I just named, Black Acres of the Gambia, Kenza, who wished she was a babe. Even the Africans know she ain't a babe. And they laughing at her every time she say, it's your girl, Kenza babe. They cracking up. They said, look at this woman. Look at this woman. You could tell by the way she cut her hair. She thinks she's a girl. You could tell by the way she talk. She thinks she's a girl. This is a grown woman acting like a small girl. That's why and then y'all see, she got a new small boy in her house. A new small boy in her house. Somebody gonna rob Kenza. They're gonna rob Kenza. I'm just telling y'all the facts. Somebody gonna rob Kenza. You can't keep surrounding yourself with small boys, bringing them in your house and thinking ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And that's what they said. She's in danger. She keeps playing with these small boys. They're gonna set her up. They're gonna set her up. Now they're saying this to me. Telling me, baby, you need to warn these people. I feel sorry for these women. I feel sorry for these women. They are in danger. Anybody can do anything to them. And who's going to take up for them? Who's going to get them to the hospital? Super Shorty? Now she got another small boy in her house. And the small boy constantly staring at her. And he ain't staring at her in a way like that. He looking at her to size her up. Like he trying to figure out how I'm going to get from what I want from you. Or how much you got. Kenza playing a dangerous game. And the Africans even know. The Gambians even know it. Because they're telling me about it. And they ain't just Gambian. One of them is a Sierra Leonean. He telling me the same thing. So two people. Two telling you something? That y'all being played fools by y'all own people? By y'all own people? Telling y'all to come here, telling y'all to move into these lands, these lands where don't nobody inhabit. The Africans don't even. Guess what they told me? They said you couldn't even give me that land that Kenza and Michelle live on. They said you couldn't even give us that land. I said, why? We wouldn't take it. And then they said, well, if we did take it, what we're going to do is just have some land. Because ain't nothing we can do with it. Nothing. Try to grow something, but ain't nothing we can do with that land. You know what? My grandmother used to say, don't be a fool all your life. Kenza, don't be a fool all your life. And quit recruiting these other women to be fools with you. That's why I'm on your ASS. That's why I'm on you like that. Because if you want to be a fool, then fine. Be a fool. But how dare you recruit other women to be a fool with you? How dare you do that? And charge them a fee and make them think this is the norm. It is not the norm to live the way she is living. She does not have enough money to finish her project. And guess what they told me? I might have already told y'all. It's going to take her 20 plus years to finish that. Because they said Kenza's on the finishing stage now. It's called the finishing stage. And that's when you figure out what's wrong and you go back in and you fix everything. You finish it. They told me it's going to take about 20 years for her to do that. The project is too big. The project is massive. And if she had the money to finish it in one swoop, she would have done that. She would have done that. So Kenza got, and like he said, who's telling this older woman to do this? This is what my husband is saying. Who's behind this older woman and telling her to do this? And then when she was doing the apartment, putting furniture in the apartment, and I'm showing him this, and he said, so this is an Airbnb? He said, this construction zone is an Airbnb? I said, yes. He said, so other Americans will actually rent that room out and stay there? I said, yes. One already has. Or was it two? I think it was two people already have. And he said, oh, baby, Americans will do anything. Americans will believe anything. You can play Americans for a fool. I'm sorry to tell you, but Americans are being played for a fool. You all look like fools. By your own people. By your own people. Your own people. Joy says, when I go to Africa, I like to go to the countryside. I never hang in the cities because it reminds me too much of the. See what I mean? That's a fool's move right there. That's a fool's move. I'm sorry, Miss Joy, but that's a fool's move. See, that's what K Squad was talking about too in her recent video. This country living stuff. Country living gonna get you hurt or get you sick. That's what it's gonna get you, hurt or sick. They don't even want to live in the village, y'all. Do y'all understand that? The country, it ain't no countryside. It is the village. It is where the poor people live. Nobody want to live there. It is the poor village. Some villages are nice and very developed, but these ain't the ones we moving to. We ain't moving to no Igbo village. Out the countryside. That's what she was talking about. And that's what they're talking about. The dang on, you want to go to Africa and live like the Africans don't want to live. But your system can't take that. You get one of them infections they get, it's going to knock you out. It's going to knock you out. An infection that they can get over in a matter of days, if you can get over it. Don't go to the village unless you're just visiting. Do not live there. I'm telling you, do not live there. Only people who live there are poor people. Quit listening to these fools. It reminds me too much of the U.S. What? The electricity reminds you of the U.S.? What? The plumbing reminds you of the U.S.? What? What? Miss Joy, you better stay away from them villages. You're going to go to the village and you're going to get something that you can't get rid of, okay? I don't even go to the village. Have y'all seen me go to the village? I've been there, Africa, 13 times. And I think I've been to the village maybe twice. And I didn't sleep there. I didn't sleep there. I'm not going to the village. We were supposed to go Saturday, remember? And we didn't go. We didn't go because of the conditions, because it's too harsh on your system. But we want to act like, oh, we can take the village and the village. Please stop it. The Africans don't want the village, but we do. Y'all are just ridiculous. But that's because they lying to y'all. Y'all believe in these lies, man. Y'all believe in that it's all hunky-dory in the village. And it's Kendra done started this countryside living. Countryside, my ass. That ain't no countryside. That is the village where there is nothing. Nothing. You should see it at night. It is nothing. They leave the village to come to the city and work. But who's the fools running to the village? We are. We are. This is just ridiculous. And then you come on here and you spread this propaganda like it's true. You spread these lies. Countryside living. I'm growing a garden. You ain't growing nothing because that soil ain't no good. Ain't none of y'all growing nothing because they sold y'all land. No, they leased y'all land. They probably didn't even lease it because you know what they told me? The paperwork will be fake. That's what they told me. They said the paperwork will be fake. They said, I don't care. They probably do got paper on that land, but I guarantee you it's fake. And I said, how do you know that's reserved land? Because nobody's developed it. If it was good land, and if it was regular land, it'd be developed by now. That's a key. When you see land like that is not developed anywhere, and they're selling it, that's reserved land and they can't sell it. They're going to sell you some fake documents and then you're going to build a house on that land. And then 33 years later, I just made that number up. They're going to come. The government will come and take that land because it was never yours to begin with. So you're all being played like fools. All being played like fools. ES got you people believing that y'all living in some countryside. Kenza thinks she ES for real. No, you're not ES, ma'am. You ain't nowhere even close to her. Okay? Nowhere even close to her. This countryside living. Countryside, my ASS. Girl, sit down with that countryside nonsense. You in the dang on village with nothing. You the only one there with some money. You are the target now. And those chickens, I guarantee them chickens gonna be gone in a minute. Let me go back. Okay, y'all. We gotta hurry up because I gotta get off of here. I gotta get off of here. I gotta go. So let me hurry. Damn. I don't know where we are. Oh, the big Kens. Yeah, big Kens get on my nerves, man. She getting y'all in trouble. Again, if you had used a land surveyor, they would have told them that the land you need, yes, and that's what they said. They're not using professionals. That's what they said, African Goddess. They're not using, but they said a professional would have told them. A professional would have told them, this land is no good. You're not going to be able to grow anything up here. They would have told Michelle, whatever, they would have told her this land is going downhill. You're going to, and they said the force of the water coming down that hill is very, very strong. And how you know the force of the water is very strong is because it's pushing the plants over. But do K. Michelle know that? Did she know that before she bought that land? I'm doing her, giving her a compliment by calling her K. Michelle. Oh, thank you. A new boy. What? Oh, honey. No, Ema be at school. So now she got a new boy, y'all. Look at this latest video. Now she got a new boy over there. Please check out how the new boy is eyeing Kenza. He eyeing Kenza to rob her. Okay? In Nigeria, you can buy what we call wet land, but it's cheaper and you have a special foundation. People tend to buy wet land in popular areas where dry land has finished, like Lagos on that island. I gotta go look later on. I'll try to warn her. Where's those boys coming from? That's what they asked me. They asked me who were these small boys. I said, I think they're either Super Shorty's friends or they're just small boys who live in that village, which makes it extremely dangerous. Okay, because y'all know it's just like the hood. Old lady move in, old lady spending money. Y'all know that the criminals gonna start watching her and they're gonna start summing her up. And you inviting all these small boys to your house. It's another one. It's 3 small boys now. Super Shorty, Ema, and this other one. I think they Super Shorty's friends. But that's what my husband said. You see how she likes surrounding herself with small boys? He said that's how you know she thinks she's a small girl. And he said, by the way, when she put the camera on her, and you know how Kenza always make all them extra facial thing. I don't know what she's doing, but all that facial expressions. He said she's a small girl. That's why she want the camera on her like that. She wants to make all those facial expressions like a small teenage girl. She never grew up. They get friendly with you because they know you can support them. Yeah, yep. We drag ES for many appropriate reasons, but she and Vin Man treat their land regularly. Yes, and at the point they aren't pushing Yes, she's right. She's right, Miss, what's her name? She's right, Miss Melanated. Yes, you are right. But they're not treating the land. See, they're not doing nothing that ES and Vin Man are doing. That's why they can't grow nothing. I see them turning over the soil, etc. That's all they do. I don't think people understand the risk. They don't understand the risk. They don't want to understand the risk, because if they wanted to understand the risk, every time I say something, the cronies wouldn't come on my channel trying to defend the nonsense. If the village was cool, don't you think I would be there? If it was cool, seriously, don't you think KeKe Loves Nigeria would be there showing y'all, experiencing it? It is not cool. It is not the place to be. If I go to the village, I'm going to get sick. And I'm telling you now. I see, okay. No, girl, I am not no fool. Okay, Joy. I am a tourist when I go to, okay, good. I stay in hotels in the country. Girl, I'm not going to no countryside. I'm not going to the, Joy, have you ever seen me go to the countryside? No. They go to those rural areas because the land is cheap. African goddess, and that's what my husband and that's what our friend said. They go to those areas because the land is cheap. And he said, and Americans want so much. They want so much land, so they go where they can get big chunks of land for cheap. And that's how they get in this situation. It says living in the shrines in the U.S. to live like and Africans don't want to live. I have a house I own in the U.S. Okay, good, Joy. You're right. Africans don't want to live in the villages. They want to be modern. Exactly. But we want to go over there and live like the 1800s. like the 1800s. Oh, okay. She says she go and eat. Okay, Joy. Thank you, sweetie, for sharing. Oh, okay. So, but you like living in the village, right? We don't do that. And I don't support that. And every time I come on here, I'm going to tell y'all, don't do that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Chosen says, I'm glad we ADOS can't be deported back. Back where? Oh, shoot. I done got lost in the combat. I, let's see. I don't like the cities when I'm on vacation. Honey, African cities are nothing like U.S. cities. So I'm not sure what you're comparing them to, because that's the first thing you shouldn't be doing is comparing them, okay? In an African city, you can have just as much isolation as you can in the village, because I do. Where I live at, it's completely isolated. I don't have to see anybody. So, but I'm not going to the village where I ain't got no road and I ain't got no doctor and I can't get to where things when I need it. I can't do that. It's pushing swampland off. See, Julianne is pushing swampland. I used to work in Manhattan, so no city hanging. Yeah, well, you know what? That's not like the village. Okay, the village is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Ethiopia is beautiful, and we see real life in the village. And you can see real life in the village, okay? And I have favor everywhere I go. Okay, well, honey, good. I'm glad. You keep going to the village, okay? Y'all keep doing that. Keep on. Keep on. Because the two sisters in Ghana were living in the village. The Salter sisters. And you see what happened to them. Okay. So y'all should go to Suriname in French Guiana. Um, the passport granny said that her goats are stolen in the village. Yeah, her goats will be stolen. Everything is going to be stolen. Kenza's chickens are going to be stolen. You see, they're stealing from Kenza now. You're right about the new boy. Yes, I told y'all there's a new boy. Ghana, okay. I'm concerned about the safety. Yeah, her safety. Yeah, because I know how it go down, y'all. They're setting Kenza up. Because we call them, the area boys. In Nigeria, they call them area boys. But they're boys in the area. And they just kind of hang out. And they kind of check everything out. So they're checking Kenza out. Just trust me. They're checking it out. And soon they're going to make that move to rob her. Okay? Super Shorty's name is Wally. His name is Shadrach. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He's Shadrach. The locals will care and respect you if they get that from you. Care for you. Okay. Quasi is going around half naked. Kenza is going around half naked around these small boys. Yes, you noticed that too? Remember when she had Ema standing up there taking a video of her and she didn't even have a bra on? Yeah. Kenza's playing. She likes small boys though. Kenza, in her mind, something happened to her. I don't know what, but this is my professional opinion just from seeing her behavior. I would say that something happened to her when she was very young that stunted her development, like maybe 15, 16. And that's where she stopped at. She stopped developing at 15 or 16. So in her mind, she's a 15 and 16-year-old, 60, 70-year-old woman. I don't know how old Kenzie is. But yeah, she's very immature in her mind. Usually something happens. Either you have a baby, or either you get married, or something traumatic will happen to you and stop your development. But her development was stunted. So God leads you to the village. He ain't never led me to no village. But we all serve different gods. Kitty, no, don't go. They told me today, don't go to Kitty. They said Kitty is no. They said Kitty is nice, but it's too far. They said there's if you get hurt, where are you gonna go? They said always look for a clinic. You want to go someplace where there's a clinic. Kitty is too far. I'm new here. Thank you for telling me the truth. Oh, you're welcome. Locals love you. I bet they do. I warned her based on something Shady said in Tweed. What did he say in one of his videos? Hey, what did he say, Tanya? Tell us what he said. You warned her about what? I live in the countryside everywhere I go. Okay, good, Joy. Just be careful, okay, sweetie? I love you and I don't want nothing to happen to you, okay? And I can tell you a good girl, okay? So please just be careful. I'm glad you're feeling better, KeKe. Go fix your food and relax. I already ate, honey. We ate. Oh, I'm relaxed. I wanted to come talk to y'all. I'm about to go in here and kick it in a second. She can't even defend herself if she... Thank you. Thank you. And that's what he said. He said she can't even defend herself. Do y'all know how strong African men are? She can't defend herself against one of them. All they got to do is hit Kenza one time, and it's over. Kenza says Shady's friends call him Wally. Maybe it's a nickname. Okay. What is the name of Kenza's channel? Honey, Kenza Babe. I want to check her out to see. Oh, her name is Kenza, Kinzababe. Kenza Babe. Or do you have a reaction video? Oh, I got reaction videos about her too. And you can go check out her channel. I encourage everybody to go check out her channel. Exactly, KeKe. I am a social worker. Kenza Babe is not okay. See? She's not. I told y'all. My background is in development. Community and student development. And you got to spot problems in people right away when you do that type of work. Because you got to deal with them where they are. Okay? You got to deal with them where they are. So you got to be able to say, oh, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, boop. That's what's wrong with you. And you all are following an immature woman who's probably 60 going on 70. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you that old and you acting like a little girl and surrounding yourself with small boys and calling yourself Kenza Babe, I told y'all, all these are clues she's not right. And he even said it. Why would this grown woman be calling herself Kenza Babe? And he said, look how she acts when the camera's on her. Look at all the facial expressions she makes. She thinks she's cute, like a little small girl. She wants attention. That's why I told y'all she's the pick-me. So when she's around the small boys, she gets the attention. But the unfortunate thing is, now she's selling this to us. And she's got all these older women following her. And that's the problem that I have. That she's putting everybody else in danger because she's in danger. She's making us all look like fools. And everybody's laughing at us. Because we're scamming each other. We are scamming each other. And then you got the nerve to come on my channel and tell me I'm the problem? Because I'm pointing out the truth? Y'all go find something else to do. All right, I got to go. I got to go in here and spend some time with my honey bunny. And I got to go spend some time with our family friend. Because KeKe will be leaving soon. Thank God. I love it, but I got to go. I'm from the U.S. of A. And I know it. And I know my limits. And I'm almost reached them. I've almost reached my limit. All right? So, I got to go spend some time with my peeps because it's almost time for me to make that move back to where I come from. Now, that's all I had to say to y'all tonight. I want to tell you how we look like fools to everybody. And thank you to all the repats who are making us look like fools. Who are making us laughing stocks. And who's making everybody think you can play us for a fool. Because that's what they think. And we're doing it to each other. Now, let that marinate. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because I will be back tomorrow. And I told you I got something special to show y'all. All right. These gestures are linked to insecurity. See? Her constant apologizing for everything she is a dead giveaway as well. Yep. Older women with similar issues are thank you. And that's the danger, African goddess, because they have similar issues, so they're drawn to her because they see their imperfections in her. And their spirits draw other spirits. That's why I got to stay on this chick. That's why I'm on this chick like this. Because you sick. And instead of you dealing with your sickness, you're attracting other sick women. Because you could tell something wrong with Cecilia Michelle too. She ain't right. Emotionally or psychologically. You see what I mean? So she's attracting all of these like-minded, spiritual, weakened people and putting them all in these vulnerable situations. Because I'm stupid and I want you to be stupid too. Pretty much. Or I got issues that I'm not working on and I don't want you to work on your issue either. Because that woman, they know they got issues. They clearly know they got issues. And instead of dealing with the issues, they run to Africa. They run to Africa to start a garden that you could do in your back porch or in your backyard. And to buy houses that they'll never finish, never own, on land where the Africans don't even want to live. So on that note, I got to go. I got to go because I got things to do. But thank y'all so much for coming on here and listen to me rant. And to the lady, auntie, whatever your name is, you and your friend, please don't watch anymore. I don't want to upset you and your friends. So do yourself a favor and choose what you watch on YouTube. All right? And quit blaming me because you keep tuning in to my channel. All right, y'all. Now I got to go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.